Welcome back, everyone. Got a little time in the shop today, so we're gonna start tinkering on the old 54 Cub a little bit. We're gonna get the hood off of it, need to drain all that old stinky gas out of it. Get the hood off and pull spark plugs out, look down in the cylinders. May pull the carburetor off today, not real sure yet. But just kind of get that hood off where we can see a little more about what we got to work with and maybe go from there. I've got the battery charged up for it over under the workbench. I was going to get started on a little earlier today, but as you can see behind me, I got busy kind of organizing the shop a little bit. So I'll take you over here right quick and show you. I moved my bead blaster. It was right here, but the door would always hit the workbench and you couldn't get anything in it. So I moved it over here. And this is an old air compressor we had at work that the compressor unit went bad. So I'm going to plumb it in from come out here to here and then have an inlet right here to run off my compressor on the truck, give me a little more volume. And I can also regulate it right here that way. And that also should act as a water trap, I hope. This is all the stuff I was telling you about in the last video that we got at Tractor Supply the other day on clearance. We got a couple spark plug wire sets. There's one for an international, and then there's another set behind it back here that's a universal set that you can make your own. I got a coil, a couple distributor caps, spark plugs, carburetor kit for the Cub. That's carburetor kit for the M. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put you around on the stand and we'll get started on taking this thing, get the hood off of it and see what we got to work with. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get all this old stinky gas out of this thing. Pull the fuel line loose right here. I'm just going to let it drain into this bucket. And evidently the shut-off valve on the sediment bowl doesn't shut off all the way. Hey, I may have to do something different. I'm opening this and I'm not hearing any gas running out over there. I have to pump it out. Either that or that filter's just completely clogged up, which is very possible. That little fuel line is dry. Well, still nothing out of it. Okay, I found my pump. So we're going to try to... Oh yeah, now I can see why there's not as much gas in there as I thought there was. Now I see why we're not getting any fuel flow out of it. Whew. It's all... Okay, that's got just about all of it. That's got about all we would have got drained out of it too, so. Yeah, that's That's some nasty stuff there. Okay, now we can pull the radiator cap and the air breather cap off. To take these hoods off, there's a bolt right here and a bolt right here, and then there's 4 back there at the back, or there's supposed to be 4. And I just dropped it. And I don't know where it went. There it is. Then there are 4 right here. There's 2 on this side and there's 2 on the other side. And they, I believe, are 7/16. They're supposed to be. Oh, never mind. Okay, I forgot. I think my low boy actually had nuts back there because the little welded nuts were gone. But this one still has the nuts welded on it, so. Okay, now we should be able to very carefully, without tripping and falling over anything, lift the hood off of it. Would pull the spark plugs out, but I don't have the air compressor here to be able to blow all the dirt out of the holes. Choke linkage in the carburetor is froze up. Okay. Radiator hose is pretty dry rotted. I bet we'll just replace those. I'll probably get new radiator hoses, new belts. Yeah. But right now, let's grab a screwdriver. We'll get this air breather hose off and we'll try to get this carburetor loose. See if we can't get it off of there. Well, okay, I didn't even take that clamp loose, but that's where it came loose at, so okay. Alright. Set that off to the side. those cotter pins out. There we go. Throttle linkage should come loose. I just dropped something. What I dropped. And the choke is free. Okay, we're back over here on the bench. I've got the carburetor off now. Oops, I mean to kick you guys. Ugh, nasty. Let's see if we can get this. Throttle shaft out right quick. There we go. Didn't booger her up too bad. I'm pretty sure that kit comes with new ones anyway. Should be able to pull the throttle shaft out. Very carefully pry this off. Okay. I'm going to have to get some penetrating oil down in that choke, I think. Nope, it's just tight. There we go. It's moving now. It was just tight in there. See if we can get these screws out. They don't want to come out. Okay, well, ew, no wonder they're so rusted in there that, no wonder they don't want to come out. Wow. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and open the rest of it up and just see what it looks like in there before we get any farther. We may end up taking one of them other ones and I've got 2 or 3 more of these in the cabinet over there that I've picked up at swap meets over the years. Two halves apart. It doesn't look as bad in there as I thought it would. I have seen worse. The gasket's dried and cracked pretty bad. pin out. That came out easy enough. The float appears to be good. I don't hear no liquid rolling around in it. A Viton tipped needle and seat in it, so it's had a kit put in it sometime over the last few years. The old seat out of there. Get these plugs out of here. That one's a little crusty. I bet it'll clean up though. There, she turned loose. Well, I can't see daylight through that, so that's pretty well plugged off. Ouch. I figured it probably would be. Okay guys, it's about an hour later and I could not for the life of me get that other screw out of this choke plate. I mean, it's, if you guys could see it in there, probably not, I can't get focused, but it just rounded completely off. I'm gonna have to get in there with a Dremel and Dremel it out. But like I said, I had a couple other carburetor cores and some different pieces of these that I've picked up. And I also noticed after I took one of them apart earlier, this one was missing the idle tube. So I've got a whole slew of parts laid out here. This is the original, no, it didn't either. This is the original throttle body off of this tractor. This is a bowl I had off of another core carburetor that I was able to get the choke plate screws out of and get the choke shaft out. And the choke shaft out of it does have a little bit better splines on it where the arm goes. So, I don't like mixing and matching parts, but I think I've already put this piece together. Excuse me. I've already put these pieces together with a gasket in between and looked. I think with that thick enough cork gasket that they send with these, I think it'll seal off okay. So, that's what we're going to do. So we'll go ahead and put the bowl drain plug back in. And I did not run these through the ultrasonic cleaner. I usually like to, but these Cub carburetors are a kind of a zinc alloy pot metal type material. And I've got purple power. It's way diluted, but it's still purple power in my ultrasonic, and I was just afraid that it was gonna damage the castings. So I just took them over and run a bunch of carburetor carbon choke spray cleaner through them and did it that way. New gasket on our little orifice here. Snug it up. Okay. We've got our main nozzle here cleaned out. Drop it right down in there. Choke shaft here. Slide it in place. Turn it. No, I don't want to turn it yet, goober. Come on. Did I put that in upside down? I may have put that in upside down. Nope, that's right. This one too also had the little spring operated bypass still in it on the choke plate where that other one didn't. There we go. Oh, screwdriver's magnetized. Gosh darn it. Okay. Yes, that moves a lot better. Okay, now we can put, where is it? Right there. There. Yes, that's much better. Okay. Tighten that screw back up, clamp that on there. There we go. Yes, now we have a functioning choke again. All right. Set the bowl off to the side. We'll put a new gasket on our seat. And screw it in. the world is going on here? No, they're the same. Okay, had a little bit of boogered up thread down there in the bottom, I guess. I had to find a 5/16 24 fine thread tap to clean them up a little. Now it should thread in there all the way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, new seat is in. Drop our new needle down in. See which one of these floats appears to be the best. Probably run with this one right here. Okay, maybe we won't. Yeah, there we go. Hey, dummy. Put the float in the right way. Goober head. There. That one fits awful tight in there though. There. That one, I think I like that better. Got a new float pin here. This thing laid on my workbench for 2 weeks. When I cleaned the bench off earlier, I threw it away because they usually send one with every carburetor kit, and they didn't with this one. So I had to go dig it out of the trash. And according to the book here, the INT manual, the float height for a 3/4 updraft carb on a Cub is inch and 13/32. We're at an inch 8, is just right at it. Okay. All right. We put our idle tube in. Screw it in. Okay. All right. Okay, we got good float movement. There's our new gasket. Gasket seated around our venturi there. Very very carefully so as not to break that idle tube off. I have done that before. Put the two halves back together. I think that's going to seal. Okay. Now, our kit did not, it was just a basic kit. It did not come with a new idle adjusting needle. So we have to reuse the old one of those, which is fine. This one's in pretty good shape. And this other carburetor that I had, the idle adjusting needle is twisted off in it. Otherwise, I probably would have just rebuilt that carburetor. But I didn't have, I looked, I thought my drill was out here, but it must be at the shop at work. So, all right, tighten them in just till they bottom out. And we're going to go with 1.5 turns out. Now all we've got left to do is put our new throttle shaft in here. Drop that in there. Speed screw here. I like to start, you guys probably won't be able to, well, I know you won't be able to see it, but there's a little hole right down here, and I like to start my idle speed to just, they didn't send a spring with that. They did not send a spring with that. Well, that's okay. I just noticed there wasn't a spring on that screw. Somebody had been through that carburetor before. It had a new throttle shaft and everything in it. But we'll use the idle screw off of it because it has a spring on it. Okay, now we'll open that just till it lets fuel through that port there. There we go. Should get it pretty close. Close enough to run anyway. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to go over and clean this up a little. I'll eventually get the right, correct, proper fuel line for this, but for now we can just reuse this with another rubber hose on it. Okay, I've got the carburetor back over here at the tractor. I think hang it upside down for a minute. So we can drop a new cotter pin in there. Grab something to cut the tails off of that with. Those are way too long. Well, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. All right. Do the same with our throttle. I'll go ahead and cut this one off. For crying out loud, get a hold of it already. There we go. There. Alright. We've got our new gasket. Get it finagled in place here, and my light just died. And I would have liked to have put in new bolts, but I can't get those out. So, I have no idea how they even got them in there. So we're not going to put new bolts in, but we are going to put new nuts and lock washers in. Okay, maybe that one didn't have a lock washer on it. That's awful close quarters right there. Well, hey, you goofy thing. Is that other nut smaller? this side right here has plenty of clearance for that nut to go up on there. This one, on the other hand, does not. And I'm wondering, I dropped a nut earlier, and I'm wondering if they had modified a nut just a little. But of course, when I dropped it, it hit this mower deck, and I have no idea where the hell it went. There it is, right over there. Aha! That's exactly what they did. That is exactly what they done. They modified yeah, fits like a glove now. The things you find when you work on these old things just amazes me sometimes. I was actually thinking about doing the same thing, but okay. Still don't know what I did with that other wrench, but that's all right. We got her back on there. Okay, like I said, we've got chokes working now. All right, guys, I think that's about going to cover it for today. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. We got the carburetor back on, got it rebuilt, should be ready to go now. And at least the choke and everything functions now like it should. Probably the next episode we'll change the oil and we'll tackle the ignition system. I've already got new plugs and wires for it and a new distributor cap. Still need to get a set of points and a condenser ordered for it. Probably do that tomorrow when I get to work. I'll call Napa and have them order that and order an oil filter for it. Nobody had them in stock the other day when I was over there. And trying to think if there's anything else we need to start it. I don't think there is. I think we'll get the ignition system redone and the oil changed and prime the oil pump on it. And then we're going to go ahead and try to start it and see if it'll run. And after that, we'll worry about the cooling system. I'm going to get all new radiator hoses for it. And we'll probably pull the radiator core off and replace this gasket right here. On these Cubs, the lower half of the front bolster here is also the lower radiator tank for the coolant. So, and this gasket's pretty well rotten, so we'll probably do that and get, like I said, the radiator hoses up here. They're pretty rotten. So we'll get all that done after. I want to make sure I can actually hear it run first, and then we'll tackle that. So, and I'll get new belts and everything for it when we do that too. And then after that, we'll start on change oil in the rear end and the final drives, hydraulic unit, all that good stuff. And then hopefully after that we can mow the yard out here with it. Yeah, that's about it. Not sure when we'll get to ignition system and everything. I'm leaving Thursday to go to the Pawnee Steam and Gas Show, and so it'll probably be after next weekend. After I get back from Pawnee, we'll start on all that. But who knows? We might get a little bit of time in of an evening or something before then. But probably will be after Pawnee. So if there's a little bit of lapse in what we're doing to it, that's why. So I guess that's going to be about it for tonight. Thank y'all for watching, and if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. We're going to keep rocking and rolling on this project. One of these days we'll get back on the Save the Bee, but it's going to be a little while. I still got to find a bunch of parts for it. So, but this will keep us busy for a while, and after we get this one running, we'll bring that old Super M home and get it in here and hopefully get it running. So, and I'm going to try to find a carburetor for the M at Pawnee next week. That I've already got a carburetor kit for it. The one that was on it had a crack inside right where the float went. It had a crack inside the bowl there and was leaking gas real bad. So, and I thought I had found another one, but it ended up, it wasn't for an M, it was for a 400. And it would probably work, but I'd rather have the right, correct, and proper carburetor for it. So, but let's keep us busy for a while on this one, and that Super M when we get it out here. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.